Hello dear students, welcome to the lecture series of Object Oriented Programming. In this lecture, we are going to see the structure types. We will see the union with example, and we will see the difference between union and structure. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to understand what is structure type, and you will be able to differentiate between union and structure. Let us see what is a structure data type. A data type in which each value is a collection of components and whose organization is characterized by the method used to access the individual component. Now, when I have a variable which is of structured data type, each variable consists of a collection of components, means each variable may be used to maintain the record of heterogeneous data type, or you can say, and that variable can be means different functions can be used to manipulate that variable. Okay, the allowable operations on the structured data type include the storage and retrieval of the individual components. Let us consider an example. For example, in C++ we have a structured data type as a string class, which is used for creating and manipulating the strings. So when you declare a variable as a myString, which is of type string, then it represents the collection of characters, and even so, each of the component in the string can be accessed individually by using an expression such as myString dot at 3, which allow us to access the character value at position 3. Okay, so now this is the simple example of a structure data type in C++. C++ provides the number of structured data types such as array, that is structure, class and union. We have already seen the structure data type and class data type. In the next lecture, in the further lectures of object oriented programming, we will see the array, and in this lecture we will focus on the union, which is one of the structured data type. Now let us see what is union. Union is a user defined structured data type. A union is defined to be struct that holds only one of its member at a time during the program execution, but that member will have a number of components which are of heterogeneous type. All the members of the union share the same memory location. Size of the union is decided by the size of largest member of union. And if you want to use the same memory location for two or more members in the union, then two or more members of a structured data type, then union can be used. Unions are almost similar to the structures, but there is some difference between union and structure. We will see. Union variables are created in the same manner as we create the structure variables, and while using the unions, the keyword union is used to define the union. Let us have a look on syntax of a union. Now here I have a syntax of a union where union is the keyword followed by the union name. Now this union name should follow all the rules of naming. Inside the opening and closing curly parenthesis, there are member functions as well as different members of a union, and we can create the union variables with the union definition itself. You can create the union variable separately, as we can create the structured variables. In the same way we can create the union variables. Now let us see the simple example. Here I have a union employee, which is a collection of heterogeneous data types. Like I have ID, which is of data type integer, then I have name, age, salary. Now the main feature of the union is that all the members of the union share the same memory location, and the size of that memory location will be the largest element or the largest member in that union. Now here the character of name of a character is of 25, then it is the largest size, which is of 25 bytes. So the size which will be assigned to the union variable, it will be of 25 bytes. Now let us focus on the main function. If you observe the main function, here I have created the union variable as a which is of type employee, and I am accepting the employee ID, employee name, employee age and employee salary from the user using a simple cin and cout statement. Now at the same time I am displaying the employee ID, employee name, employee age and employee salary. Now as per the definition of the union, only one member can occupy the location, the memory size which is reserved in the memory location. So out of those 4 members, only one member or value will be stored in that memory location and other members will show the garbage value. Let us see the output. When I give the input as employee ID as a 1, employee name as a Kumar, age as 29 and salary as 45,000. Now according to the definition, as I want to display all the members of that union at a time, that all the members will not be displayed. Only one member out of that 4 will be displayed with the correct value and other members will consume the garbage value. Let us see the output. Yes, see now here if you observe, ID has a garbage value, name has a garbage value and age has a garbage value, whereas salary has the correct value which is 45,000. Okay, so now here it is proved that the members of the union consumes the member of the unions share the same memory location, and that's the reason only one member got that space to store the value and other members could not be able to store the values. Now let us let us modify the same example here. Now the same member variables I have with the same union. Now this is my union variable, and now see I'm accepting the employee ID from the user, and at the same moment I am displaying that ID. In the second statement I am accepting the name from the user, and then I am displaying the name. After that I am accepting age and salary, and immediately I am displaying the age and salary. That means once I have accepted the value, the ID from the user, and the moment I have displayed the value, as other members do not have the value, so the other members did not save that value, and at this place only employee ID will it has been saved, and when I have displayed that employee ID, I should get the correct employee ID, whatever the employee ID I will enter. And after that I will enter the employee name, so that employee ID will be replaced by the employee name, and that employee name should be displayed correctly. In the same case with age and salary. Now let us see. For example, I am giving the input initially as a enter employee name. So what will be displayed as a 1, because here the moment I have accepted, in the next moment I am displaying it, and the other values I have not entered, so that memory space is available for me to store my value. Then second time when I will enter the name of employee, the employee name will be displayed as a Kumar, as now that name has been replaced by the employee ID. So in the same case, when I will enter the age, and when I will display that age, at the moment that employee name now will be replaced by the employee age, and then employee age will be replaced by the salary. So this proves that union members share the same memory location, and immediately if you display the output, you will get the correct output. Now let us see the difference between structure and union. Structure is defined with the struct keyword, as we have already seen. Union is defined with the union keyword. All the members can be manipulated simultaneously in the structure. In union also all the members can be manipulated. The size of the structure object is equal to sum of individual sizes of the member objects. if I have the two members of a structure as integer a and uh, character b, then I will have the size of my structure as size of my structure variable as 2 bytes for integer and 1 byte for character. It will be equal to 3 bytes, but the size of the union object or a union variable is equal to the size of largest number of the member object. Now let us take the same example, integer x and character b. Now here integer will have 2 bytes and character have 1 byte, so that 2 bytes, which is the largest size over here for the member of a union, that size will be reserved, and that size will be used by the integer variable also and by the character variable also, but not at the same time. Okay, in structure distinct memory locations are allocated to all the members, whereas in union all the members share the common memory location. Structure are not considered as the memory efficient in comparison to the unions, as the size is the sum of all the individual members ka size, whereas in union all the members share the same memory location which has the, and the memory location ka size will be the size of the largest element in that union. So unions are more memory efficient rather than the structures. Structures almost behave like a classes, and union retain their core functionality which are available in C, in C++ also. There are some enhancement, there are some extension in C++ structure, whereas there is no extension in unions of a C++. The unions in C are same as unions in C++. The class can also be done with the structure, as there is a extension in C++ for the structure, but there is no extension for the variable. So there is no extension for the unions, so unions are anonymous. So I hope you have understood the structured data type, you have understood the difference between structure and union. So thank you, happy learning.